Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another video, and today we are not going to have any tutorial. Actually, we are going to discuss portfolio. I think this is very important, especially for the market. I run architectural visualization studio, and sometimes most of the time, when I plan to publish a job vacancy on the internet. Actually, most of the time I get scared because I know that most of the portfolios that are you going to receive, they are not good. People, they don't plan how to produce, how to have a good portfolio. So as I said, I, as an owner, when I look at these portfolios, it's complicated. So I'm gonna share with you some great tips about it, and I hope it can help you somehow. Have you ever wondered that you might be sending your portfolio the wrong way? Have you been thinking, why did you apply to certain position and you haven't heard anything about that company anymore? So yeah, maybe you are sending your portfolio the wrong way. Today I'm gonna share with you 4 main points that I pay attention when I look at a portfolio. So it's very important, so let's get started. So the first point is choose the best image you have. I know that's complicated. I know that you may have a million images or have done, I don't know, 100 of projects, and I know that's complicated. But when I look at a portfolio, I want to see the best image that this designer has. So why I can't send the bad image? Why I have a lot of images, like I have been producing images, I don't know, for a decade. Yeah, that's complicated. If you send like your portfolio with those images that are not good enough, probably, for example, if you have, I don't know, 3 images and one image is very good and the other 2 ones, they are not very good. They are good, but not good enough to send to like, I don't know, a good position. When the company, the owner of this company or the recruiter look at your portfolio and they see the first image and they can say, okay, that's good enough, that's very good, that's a very good image. But when they go to the next page and see like the other 2 images, and if they are not good as the first one, the impression that you may cause is something that, okay, this guy can produce sometimes good image and sometimes they don't know how to produce a good image, and that's not what I want. That's not what I want. This is, I want someone that can produce all the time good image, not like sometimes. Okay, so a good tip about that: ask your friends, ask for feedback, post your image on the Facebook, Instagram, ArtStation, Behance, all these medias, and ask for feedback. Ask for feedback for everybody, everyone. I think this is something that can help you to choose which image you put on your portfolio, and it will help you. Okay, so let's go to the next topic, that is high resolution. Please send your portfolio in 4K, at least 4K, because we are in the 21st century. We don't need to render it in 1K, 2Ks. We don't need to render it anymore. So low resolution is terrible, and it actually doesn't show the most of your work. So pay attention. Don't render or don't send any low resolution to any company. I believe this is something very important, because when I look at like the portfolios, I want to see the details. I want to see everything in that image. So that's very important. Okay. So the next topic is information. Please add information about what you have done. That's very important. Very, very important. Sometimes I receive portfolios and I don't know what the designer have done in that image. So they send, for example, on, I don't know, an outdoor, and they don't put any description, they don't put any comment. I don't know if they have modeled the entire scene, or someone like model it, or I don't know if, probably I don't know if they like have lightened the scene. So that's very important. I need to know, the companies, the studios need to know what you have done. So write a description. For example, I modeled the trees, the house, the chairs. Also, I made the entire lighting, the texturing. I don't know, like something like this. It's very important, like to mention what you have done to that image. Okay. Also, it's important to render. For example, if you, I don't know, you modeled the chairs in the image. Okay, it's important as well that you render these chairs separately from the original render. It's important. Sometimes I want to see like the details of that chair that you have modeled. So it's important, like for me, to understand and see your techniques. Sometimes you can send it in the wireframe as well. As like more information you have, more chance you have to get the job. Okay, so the last one is focus on what the company is requesting. Break down your portfolio, split it into modeling, lighting, texturing, because the big mistake I always receive is that when I publish a job vacancy, for example, I don't know, I'm hiring a modeler, and the people, the designers start sending me portfolios of images in general. So they don't send, for example, a wireframe of the modeling of the chair. They send an entire scene, and they even don't mention what they have done in that image. So what I want to receive when I publish a job vacancy hiring a modeler is modeling. I want to see what they have modeled. That's very important. So send the studio, send the companies what they are requesting. If they are requesting, I don't know, lighting, separate, break down all the images you have, choose like the best lightings that you have done and send it to them. Also write a description, say what you have done, like why did you use that lighting. Or maybe you, as I said, we are hiring a modeler, so send wireframe of the object. Say what you have done, what techniques you use to that modeling. For example, I use 3ds Max for the low poly mesh, for the low poly shape, and then to finalize the modeling, I sent it to ZBrush, for example. So this is something that's important. I need to know, the company needs to know what you have done, how you have done that. If you don't do that properly, I think most of the time when it happens, the recruiter automatically disqualify the candidate. So that's that's something terrible, I know, but these 4 main tips are very important, like to make like a good, consistent portfolio. I think that's are the main 4 tips that I can give you, because these are like the main mistakes I receive when I hire someone. So thank you guys, thank you very much. Hope you have enjoyed this video. If you like, please subscribe to my channel, share this video as well, and please don't forget to leave your like. Okay, so thank you very much, and see you in the next video.